Today, history has been made. We cannot say that the revolution will not be televised because we have witnessed that indeed the revolution is televised. We have seen massive support that erupted in Burkina Faso, in Kenya, South Africa, as far as Caribbean, in Jamaica, in Europe, in UK, showing their support to Captain Ibrahim Traore. Now, why do I say that this is history in the making? I mean, congratulations to all of you who have been there at this demonstration to show your support to Captain Ibrahim Traore, and also those of you, in any way that have contributed, even it could be in the word of mouth that you have told, you have shared the news, you have told your family about Captain Ibrahim Traore. You all have now something that you can say, I was not standing by the road or the corner when my leaders were taken away. You did something. You have contributed. So this is something that we get to live to tell our children. And really, I am so happy. I got all goosebumps when I see all this support rally in support for Captain Ibrahim Traore. So what I tried to do, actually, I wanted to do a recap Africa Daily by selecting topics, what's happening in the continent, but instead I wanted also to congratulate those who have televised. I wanted to give a credit those who have televised this revolution. Of course, you don't get to see such kind of news on the mainstream media, but you do see it on internet. Thank you for internet. Thank you for African people who have those platforms. Now we have made also people, even influential people, to talk about why it could be white people media or whatever, not the mainstream, to talk about Captain Ibrahim Traore. You cannot ignore the elephant anymore in the room. You can't ignore. You hate him, you like him, it doesn't matter, but you cannot ignore what he's doing, the changes that he's bringing, and how the whole Africans globally are talking about him. Now, anyway, without further ado, first let me start my media analysis. Start from the Faso7.com, from the national news online of the Burkina Faso government. I would like to share that with you, and we get to relive the moment by showing you the pictures. It's so beautiful, even when you see it, it just brings something. I don't know what, but I feel like, wow, what a moment, what a time to live in. Look at this. These are all taken from the rally in Ouagadougou today in Burkina Faso. Look at these ones, the youth as they come in at the Revolution Square in Ouagadougou. Ouagadougou is the capital city of Burkina Faso. Look at them, all with their flag here. Yeah. Look at this, the women. It's very, very nice. Look at this, they're standing up, the youth, the students, witnessing history. They cannot say anymore, oh, we didn't know about Thomas Sankara, but now we know. This is the message. Now we know in this digital world what you are trying to do to our leader. We are here to show you our support. If in case something happens against our leader, then you know what's going to happen. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at them. All the focus on the face, the mothers look sitting here. Oh my God. Here, I like this one. Look, it says, Le Burkina Faso n'est pas un département américain. Burkina Faso is not a department of America. Look at this. So nice, beautiful. Look, look what you can read on the face of this young man, you know? It's history that I envy him, even he has something to tell to his children. Look at it. Ibrahim Traore, not Russia. Ibrahim Traore is our choice. They are telling the Americans, you know, he's our choice. We don't need no your democracy or whatever. He is what we, you know, he is the one whom we want to lead us. That's what they are telling. This is Thomas Sankara, I believe. Oh my God, you know, the pictures are so many, but I want to show you also other. Look at this gaze on this face. It's the picture says so much more than words, you know, was more than any caption. You don't need any caption under this picture, I think. Wow. Yeah, so this is, I try to make it short as much as possible. So this is as far as the media from the government of Burkina Faso is concerned. You know, they are giving the chance for the people to relive the moment. Now, the Burkina Faso government also has thanked all African people globally, Africans at home within the continent and also in the diaspora, thanking them for their support. I would like to share that news with you. Just give me a second. I think this is it. Yeah, let me just share with you. I want to give, you know, credit for all this. Sorry if I'm taking time. Okay, this one is from Sankofa Online. It's a Ghanaian online media. So it is a new dawn for Africa, President Traore's call to action. In a stirring message that resonated across continents, President Traore of Burkina Faso expressed heartfelt gratitude to the peace-loving, freedom-seeking patriots and Pan-Africans who united globally on April 30, 2025. Their unwavering support for his vision of a new Burkina Faso and a liberated Africa marked a pivotal moment in the fight against imperialism and neocolonialism. President Traore hailed the solidarity demonstrated as a powerful affirmation of the just cause for a fairer and more equitable world. In quote unquote, he said, "Your active solidarity strengthens our conviction that the fight we are waging is justified," he declared, emphasizing the collective resolve to stand firm against adversity. With unyielding determination, Traore vowed that the struggle for true emancipation would not falter. Quote, "We will never bend our backs in the face of adversity. We will stand firm until our peoples are truly emancipated," he proclaimed. His words carried the weight of hope and the promise of victory over forces that have long sought to suppress Africa's sovereignty. So that is a message from him, you know, a heartfelt gratitude to you, to all Africans, even those of you who are watching this video now, even if you were not part of that rally from where you are based, but you have been, you know, your body might be at your work, at your home, or whatever, but your mind, your spirit was with this rally and following on a daily basis what's happening in Burkina Faso. That all counts now because of you, because you know and you talk about to your friends, to your family, to your siblings, to your network on social media. Now the whole world knows it. It's not just a one man's credit. We all have contributed to this. Now, moving on, I want to show you the rally, the mass rally in Ghana. And yeah, just give me a second because it's important to give credit for all those YouTubers who have made it for us to see, to witness what happened. Otherwise, we might say, oh, what's happening in Ghana? What's happening in South Africa? We don't know because the mainstream don't give you, your national broadcasting service in your own country do not give you. Yeah, so now this what I'm going to share with you now is the rally in Ghana. Look at what this man is saying.
To think about making their country a better place for them today, that if we want to come there, they will need us to go through, embassies and be begging and be going to churches to make sure we get to their land. Yes. We are telling them that we are ready to do it today and we don't need them. Yes. If they were able to do it, we can do it. Yes. If they were able to do it with us, we are ready to do it for us. Yes. Nobody here can tell us that in the days of slavery, when they were sending our people through the Mediterranean Sea, they were going there to go and be taking pictures and selfies. No, they were going there to dig holes and lay lines for railways to be built. And today, the same youth are in Africa. We don't want them to use the Mediterranean Sea again to go and enslave themselves. We want them to build our own country. I think it's more like they have been exported. Of all the gold, of all the resources, Burkina Faso. They finished. Of all the resources Burkina Faso have, they've not been able to build even more than 5,000 kilometers of road. Today, as we are speaking, when our politicians go around building first coach, second coach roads, he is building asphalted overland roads. How many years? And today, the person that is building roads, the person that is giving hope to the people, we have some people coming from nowhere to tell them that we are ready to give you life. In fact, if they want to give life, they should go to Congo, they should go to South Sudan, they should go there and the mess they caused there, they should go and put it together and take it back to the country. Enough is enough. We are ready to rise up and say, enough is enough. Because now, they can never keep us in the fear or the shackles of imperialism. Yes. No way. We are ready to detach ourselves and say enough is enough. And this is the time that African youth need to read through the lines and see and realize the truth. The same way they did to Nkrumah, they use the same people. And this is a warning that goes to all African leaders, that they sit back and allow themselves to be used by the imperialists. Exactly. Anytime there has been any elimination of any African good leader, they use black people.
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's
next, I want to show you this interview.
I heard about the protest.
So this lady, she happened to be in Ghana, but she's half Nigerian and half Germany. She came for her vacation to Ghana. Actually, she's coming. It wasn't her first time coming to Ghana, and then she heard about this rally, and she quickly took an Uber and joined the rally. How beautiful is that? Now listen to her, because I find it very interesting.
Test today. I was looking online. I couldn't find it, but I heard about it like an hour ago. I took an Uber and I went here from my place where I stay, because I think it's very important to bring up the energy to fight for what is right and to protect this great guy, Ibrahim Traore. Yeah, and I think what is also important to know that we Africans, we have to stick together. Like no matter if you're Ghanaian, Ethiopian, Nigerian, Congolese, wherever you're from, we have to stick together as ones and fight the ones who are trying to bring us down.
Okay.
You know, and also that our leaders will start also helping us to achieve that, you know, to also help to protect this great man and the vision that he has for the people of Africa. Yeah. So I think that is very important. We have to stick together. We have to work together. We have to get informed. The young children, the kids from this young age, they have to grow up knowing what is really going on. You know, what really the West is doing, what they have been doing, and how they try to keep Africa down. Because I see Africa is a very welcoming place. Every time I come here and I see how people treat foreigners, but when you come to Europe, trust me, you will not be treated very well, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's very important to know that and to know that Africans have to work together because there's no other way around it. We have to work together, we have to stick together, we have to fight strong, and we have to keep informing each other what's going on. Yeah, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So which country are you from?
I'm from, so me, I'm half Nigerian,
Okay.
yeah, half German, but I stay in Germany.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very
I come
much.
to Ghana very often, and that's my vacation time here.
Okay. So how often do you come to Ghana?
This is my fourth time now.
This is your fourth time?
Yeah.
Okay. You normally come here for vacation.
Yeah, for vacation, but I stayed here one time for 3 months. Yeah, that was
Okay.
a long.
Yeah, what's interesting is that, people even on their vacation trying to make, not to miss this historical moment and attend whatever it takes. That's what I find it interesting. And one thing that I want to reflect on what she said is that I also says, in most of my platforms, whenever I have a discussion with people, because we have to work on our use, teach the use. I mean, I live and love by the saying of what the great Robert Nesta Marley said, teach the use. Also what Peter Tosh said, and also what Frederick Douglass said. I love those things because we have to teach our youth. If we have to teach our young people, your sibling, your niece, your nephew, your cousins, just do your part. You don't have to make it in school or something. Just do your part in your own household. Teach the youth because nobody's going to teach them, especially the African diaspora. They go and learn in school the European curriculum, and I mean much less about Africa. Even if there's about Africa, perhaps they bring one hungry boy and make it or show the students when we are killing each other, which is true, by the way, but they don't tell them the real reason why we are killing each other. So you have to teach the young generation, let alone, by the way, it's not also in the diaspora. Even in Africa, we do not teach about our great history, when Africa was led by kingdoms and queendoms, when Africa was all the good things that happened in the continent. What was the continent before the arrival of those missionaries? What was in Africa before the arrival of slave trade? What was in Africa before the arrival of colonization? We don't tell them. When our leaders come, every time it's by fight, and then one try to avoid the other one and cancel every good thing the previous one has done. This is our history, So even in Africa, I wanted to say that even in Africa, we don't really teach them the history. So it's your responsibility to teach the youth. If we all do that responsibility, it's whether it's Ethiopia, Nigeria, Ghana, it doesn't matter. Africa in general will be just fine. It doesn't need you and me, these Pan-Africans, whatever, talking about it, because the youth have learned about already the truth, their history. So they know what they are going to do. They will be conscious enough in the choice that they are making in life. So please teach the youth. So that's the most important thing. I just wanted to reflect on what she said. Now, next on, I want to show you what happened, in the rally in UK. So you know that these rallies happened worldwide. Nobody cannot tell you otherwise. Just give me a second until I share it. And until then, I have seen people here from the Caribbean, particularly from Jamaica, by a username, the Prosperous One, and I see Smith from Texas. I saw also Singing Dove, and the Prosperous One. You both are from Jamaica. So please let us know. I heard and I read actually that there was a mass rally. I saw pictures in Jamaica, but I want to make sure from you that if that really happened, and you may send us a link as well. But yeah, so you can say something in the chat section. But now let me just go ahead and I'm gonna share with you the UK supports, African diaspora supports there for Ibrahim Traore. This is not good. Okay. Look at all the flags, from Caribbean, Africa, just for Barbados.
Ibrahim. This is the message to the French and American government. Hands off Ibrahim Traore. We are watching from across the globe. We are watching. We don't need to be in Burkina Faso to stand up for our great. All right. We are. Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. So yes, we are. We don't need to be in Burkina Faso to be standing up and in solidarity. We're right here in the UK, and we're sending not only a message to the French and American government, we are sending it to the UK government and all other governments across the globe. We are watching. Anything happens to Ibrahim Traore, there's going to be hell to pay. Anything happens to Ibrahim Traore, even if he dies of natural death, natural causes, we're going to be suspicious. And 10 times the amount of people that are out on the streets today will be out in rioting. If anything at all happens to Ibrahim Traore, let the message be loud and clear and unequivocal. Yes, we're standing in solidarity with our wonderful brother, Ibrahim Traore, and the people of Burkina Faso. Yes, let's see if I can get the front of this, see where I can... Ibrahim Traore. Yeah, I'm done.
There's some djembes there.
Traore. Ibrahim. Rup. Traore. Traore, 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 yes, brother, bless. Traore, 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 Traore. At least a couple thousand people out here today to stand in solidarity
1,000 people,
with
that's big, you know,
Burkina
that's
Faso.
big. They have done
Once
something
again,
even not other
this is a
African countries
message
have
to
done.
the
I mean, there
French
were
and the
some.
Americans. Hands off. Stop telling lies about Ibrahim Traore, about he's stealing the gold from Africa. Look how long the West have been pilfering our natural resources. Our children in Africa are living in starvation instead of living in Palestine style lives, living as kings and queens and princes and princesses. Africa, the resources of Africa feeds the world. Without the minerals from the Congo, I would not have a use of a mobile phone or digital technology. But yet still, we see starvation in Africa, in the Congo. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
So that was a mass rally in UK in support of Captain Ibrahim Traore. What a moment, what a time to live in. I am so lucky that I am living this moment, that I get to see with my two boys so they can see who Captain Ibrahim Traore is. Then when they grow up, they don't say that, oh, mommy didn't do, she claims to be Pan-Africanist, but she didn't do anything about, when the West tried to do something against Captain Ibrahim Traore. They see me every day talking about him, and now to see this, it's something. Please share this moment with your children, with your siblings, with your nephew, niece. Teach the youth, please. I beg you, teach the youth. That way, only that way, you can make an impact. Only that way we can live the dream, what our ancestors, the great Pan-Africanists, have dreamed of for us. Then we can help Captain Ibrahim Traore to achieve what he's achieving in his country and also in our small world within our family. Then collectively, that can be national and a continental one. Just teach the youth, please. That was it for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we will continue to bring you updates about this rally, because it's not only 30th April, it's according to the convenience. Different countries have different arrangements. But the thing is that this has been recognized. Even the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, during the rally, when he makes that speech for the public, he has recognized the support that Burkina Faso is getting from the African people, from the continent, and also from the African diaspora. So your support every time coming here and wanting to know about what's happening in Burkina Faso has been recognized. So let's see, let's pass through this time, and then the next step, of course, how can we contribute economically for countries like this who are seeking their economic freedom? How can we part and parcel of the development program of Burkina Faso? Those are the things we would like to bring you here at this platform. Thanks again. Please share the video with others, support us through our PayPal account, and buy me a coffee link. You can find it in the description section. That will help us to be here more often. That was it for now. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.